What's going on, guys? My name is Matt here. Time to do my review on Lucha Underground for tonight's episode of 6/15/2016, of course. And tonight's episode was freaking awesome. I believe this might be the last or one of the last two episodes before Ultima Lucha 2. But this whole show was one match. It was the Six to Survive, which I did not know they were going to do that. You know, Matt Stryker had that video up this whole week talking about how it worked. I didn't know it was elimination. I didn't watch the video. I didn't know it was elimination going into it, so I didn't know it would last all show, which was fucking awesome. Normally, since this is a review, I'll go ahead and tell you, well, this is my opinion. However I felt about the show, you don't have to feel the same way. Tonight, though, is a little bit different. If you didn't like the match tonight, you are fucking stupid. Either that or you shouldn't be watching Lucha Underground. One of those two, and I don't even care if I get hate from this, but you are a fucking retard. I'm not even lying. You are a fucking idiot if you didn't like this match. This match was fucking amazing. All those goddamn pile drivers from Pentagon Jr., man. I'm a fucking pile driver, Mark. It's almost as cool as the super kick. Those are my two moves. Super kick, pile driver. Those are the ones I always flip out for. Fucking pile driver city in this match. There's a lot of super kicks, too. And there was a lot of kicking Taya in the ass, too, which I thought was hilarious. And Pentagon kicked her right in the... Yeah, we can talk about that. Yeah, let's get that out of the way at the starting, which is fucking hilarious. Pentagon Jr. ends up doing the Shattered Dreams to Taya. And if you know what that move is, and you know that Taya's a woman, it was very awkward. But, hilarious, though, nonetheless. Pentagon was just golden in this whole match. But, and then those super kicks from Pentagon, the fucking pile driver at the end to finish the match. He finishes the match by jumping off the top rope into a Canadian destroyer, and then would hold on and lift Phoenix up into the package pile driver, which was fucking amazing, and that's how the match ended. Great. I didn't think he needed to break Phoenix's arm here. Some people probably would have thought he did, but I don't think he needed to break Phoenix's arm. I think that's more or less a thing to do after the match is over, not to win a match unless it's Universe, but that's besides the point. Amazing fucking match. He did another Canadian Destroyer, which they coined the Mexican Destroyer for Lucha Libre, whatever. P. Williams move, the front flip pile driver. They did one, Pentagon did one running off the apron to the outside, which was fucking awesome too. That one was probably cooler, to be honest. But the fact that he followed it up with a package just made it perfect, though. The fact that he held on was fucking amazing. I thought he was gonna hold on with it though, but he's gonna lock him in the arm breaker and snap his arm. But luckily enough, that didn't happen. I didn't want that to happen to Phoenix. I hate Phoenix, but it didn't need to happen at that point. It was fucking amazing. The 6 superstars in the match were King Cuerno, Taya, Ivelisse, Johnny Mundo, Phoenix, and Pentagon. And the first to be eliminated, surprisingly, which I was worried who they were going to have eliminated first, because I didn't want any big name to get eliminated first, but I didn't want Ivelisse to look bad, you know, because, I love Ivelisse, so I didn't want her to look bad, and Taya didn't need to be eliminated first anyways. If it was anyone, I was going to pick her. But, it ended up, they pulled it off very well. They had Mil Muertes come out, and his eyes are all freaking red now. He's like creepy as shit. He's even more creepier than before. He comes out, his eyes all red, he looks like a creepy-ass motherfucker. He gets in the ring, spears the shit out of King Cuerno, and then power bombs him, and then walks off. Johnny Mundo will then take advantage and hit the end of the world, Starship Pain, onto King Cuerno to get the 1, 2, 3. Cuerno is out of there. They did a great job at doing that, though, because Mil Muertes completely annihilated King Cuerno. I would have liked it better if he did the flatliners, since that's his finisher. It would have looked even better for Cuerno, but they didn't. And it wasn't like he was eliminated right away. They were into the match probably a good 10, 15 minutes. So it wasn't bad at all for Cuerno to get eliminated there. Then I believe the next to get eliminated, I'm not for sure. I'm just going to go through who got eliminated by what. And then I will go around, like, say some of the spots and some of the cool shit that happened. But, I believe the next to get eliminated was Ivelisse. I do believe so. Yeah, it was Ivelisse. Ivelisse got eliminated next by Taya, surprisingly. Taya and Johnny Mundo, of course, double teaming everyone the whole match, obviously. Of course. And, Taya ends up pinning Ivelisse after hitting her with the double stomp to the chest. I can't remember. I think she did like a roll through into a double stomp. I do believe someone does that in the WWE. Does Balor do it? I think Balor does it. Well, the double stomp to the person on the ground, that's what Taya ended up knocking out Ivelisse with. And Taya would end up getting the second elimination after Johnny Mundo got the first. And then after that, Taya would be eliminated by Pentagon Jr. They were brawling all over the place. Mundo and Phoenix were fighting on the outside. Pentagon and Taya in the ring. And this is where Pentagon gave her the shattered dreams. And throughout the whole rest of the match, she was kicking her in the ass, which was fucking funny because the crowd's whistling over there and she's just getting her ass kicked. Literally, Pentagon's like trying to stick his foot up her ass. But nonetheless, it was fucking hilarious. And just the way she'd bend over after she'd get kicked in the ass too. The crowd was loving it, which I thought it was pretty funny. Leave it up to them to do that to Taya the whole match. But no, she ends up getting eliminated when Pentagon hits the package pile driver on her. After Phoenix takes out Mundo with a rope hung stomp to the outside, like Mundo was hung over the apron, over the ropes on the outside, over the middle rope, and Phoenix would jump off the top rope and give him a double stomp to the back of the head, and that would of course take Mundo out and give Pentagon the opportunity to take out Taya with the package pile driver. So that's awesome. First pile driver of like 10. So that was fucking awesome. Taya's eliminated. Then the next to go, surprisingly, is Johnny Mundo when they do some sort of double team to where it is like that, the move that the Young Bucks do, you know, to where like they have him in the wheelbarrow position, and then when he throws him up, he like flips through and like hits the other guy with a face buster. Well, they did that on to Johnny Mundo, and then Mundo ended up getting pinned where it looked like Pentagon got pinned as well at the same time. So I'm happy they just ignored that because I did not want Phoenix to win. I would have been so pissed if Phoenix won. Like I said, I don't like Phoenix, but I don't really hate him either. It's just, he's just kind of there. I would have hated that. I would have rather had Mundo win if Pentagon couldn't have. But of course, Pentagon was my pick, and he won, obviously, which we'll talk a little bit about the Ultima Lucha card at the end. But that was fucking awesome. Mundo's out. Then it's down to Phoenix and Pentagon, and they're putting on a good-ass freaking match for a long time. Like I said, that front flip pile driver on the outside, just all the hard freaking chops back and forth. That springboard, like the move where Phoenix will jump up on the top rope and then he'll boingy down onto the middle one or whatever, like legs over each side, and then he'll jump back up and do the Hurricanrana. Well, Phoenix did that, got a really close 2 count. And they were just doing a lot of submissions back and forth, too. A really cool spot, Phoenix hit the cutter and then rolled through into the Dragon Sleeper, Sleepy Hollow, if you're familiar with my universe, Delson Hollow's movie. The more or less seated Dragon Sleeper is the way I would put it. So, yeah, he got him with that. It's kind of like, it's the Dragon Sleeper, but the guy's not seated. He's like on his stomach, you know. It's that Dragon Sleeper. He had him in that, and I thought Pentagon was going to tap out. And the commentators killed this spot here. They made it so much better than it could have been because they brought up about how Pentagon had issues with the neck and he was paralyzed and everything. They nailed it like right there. They actually made me believe that Phoenix could have got him with the tap out. But then Pentagon was able to roll through out of it into a submission of his own. I thought he was going to tombstone him, but then he locks his head in between his legs and like has his legs up here and he like bends them backwards and is like trying to break Phoenix in half. And I'm just sitting here like, what the fuck? Phoenix hit a dude buster. I don't know what the correct term for it is. I just call it the Dude Buster. Trent Beretta's old finisher, if you know anything about that. I think him and Rocky Romero use it now. It's like assist just like an assist shove down with a springboard for their finisher. But yeah, that was fucking awesome. I always loved the Dude Buster. Yeah, they just fucking killed it. A lot of high flying to the outside, of course. They did one spot early in the match where they tossed Ivelisse over the ropes, which I thought was pretty funny. I feel like Ivelisse did a big move too. I can't remember what it was though. Gosh dang it. I don't know. There was a lot of freaking spots in this match. It was cool as shit. But now I'm going to go on and talk about the Ultima Lucha card just a little bit here in this video. So now I would say we're pretty much confirmed. We are confirmed to get Pentagon versus Matanza. We're pretty much confirmed to get Mil Muertes versus King Cuerno. We are pretty much confirmed to get Fuckhead, the creepy bastard. What the fuck's his name? Not Sam Shaw. TNA reference. Marty the Moth something. I don't even care. Marty. Fuckhead Marty. He's gonna fight Killshot. More than likely. Who else is there? Who is the Mac feuding with, really? I think Puma was gonna go up against... Who did I say Puma was going up against? I had an opponent picked out for Puma. I might have said King Cuerno, but no, it wasn't Cuerno. Who did I say Puma was going to fight? Maybe Dragon Azteca, maybe? I could see that happening. I think Ray's going to go up against... Who's Cage going to go up against? That's what I want to know. I don't know. Ultima Lucha pretty still needs the matches set up. I'm curious to know who Cage is going to go up against. Is he going to go up against Chavo, even though Chavo just got his arm broken? Doubt it. Who the hell is Cage going to fight? I wouldn't mind getting Cage versus Rey Mysterio. That'd be really random, and it wouldn't be for storyline purposes, but it'd just be cool. Cage versus Mysterio would be what I'd want to see. But overall, this was a really good episode of Lucha Underground. I'm telling you this right now. Lucha Underground can make a good episode with one match. WWE has 3 hours of content, and they can't make a good show at all. Maybe that's the problem, though. Maybe it's 3 hours. I don't know. Lucha Underground was awesome. One match did the trick. Fucking amazing. Pentagon won. CERO MIEDO.